Hi, I'm the Moorlander and this is Moorlander EDC. Gonna get straight into today's piece of content because it's a bit different to the usual stuff that I make. Generally, you know, it's a hi, here is this piece, and it's rare that I do here is my carry. And there was a suggestion from one of the subscribers here, one of the fellow Moorlanders, part of the Moorlander community. Tryple Byte asked if I could make some content on my actual carry, which is, you know, I do, as I say, bits on specific pieces, but never really go, you know, here's my carry for today or for this month. There's a little caveat with this, and that is that, you know, my carry does change because I've reviewed quite a different amount of knives and different things. I have a bit of a rotation. It's not a rotation Monday this, Tuesday that, but some days I'll carry the same thing for a week, maybe 2 weeks. Some days I might just be, you know, I just fancy a change every single day. So I go to the knife drawer, I go to the wallet drawer, I go to the watch drawer, I go to, you know, and I like to mix it up a bit. So this is a snapshot of what I've been carrying for the last week, and it hasn't changed for this last week. I thought I'd do this for change instead. I thought it'd be nice just to show you what I carry and the different combinations that I use. And I also like to interact a lot with my community, the Moorlander community. You know, if you subscribe, then you are a fellow Moorlander and part of the Moorlander EDC community. And I try to get back to all of your comments, which hopefully I've replied to every single one. And Tryple Byte said, let's see what your carry is, and I thought, yeah, this is a really good idea, and maybe I should possibly do this a little bit more. So let's get into my EDC carry, and it's June, isn't it? So June 2001. I do have a system as far as pockets is concerned. I guess most people have a system. My front left, which I guess is your right, but my front left is always my mobile phone. Front right is all of my other EDC stuff, and then back right is my wallet. The only pocket that I generally don't use is my back left pocket, which I don't know, just never seems to have anything in that one, but I will use that if needs be. So in my front right pocket at the moment, this is something that you might see some things today that I've tested and made some content on in the past, but you also might see some things that I'm actually testing right now, and you know, there will be some reviews and some content on this stuff in the future. So this is a pocket organization slip that is really nice. So it's crafted from leather, but you also have the elastic on the front. Pockets on the front, you have 3 separate pockets, and there is a larger pocket on the inside, and it also has a bit of a flap. But what really attracted me to these was the mix and the way that, sorry, I forgot to mention, so this is from Crooked Crow. They are fellow Britons, and they got in contact with me and you said that they like my stuff and they'd like to send me this, and I'm so glad they did, because the leather on here, the process that they do to this, rather than tanning it and dyeing this so that it's got a very smooth uniform, they add this kind of weathered, aged process to it, which is really nice. On the inside of this, the first thing that's in there is the Real Steel Lunar. I got this last year. This is the Heine Haynes version. And it's the first D2 steel knife that I ever got, and I'm really impressed with this. As far as value for money, this is a very good value knife. It's got a great steel, it comes razor sharp, and you know, yeah, I had this in there. The next thing that I have is the Olight i5T. This is a super simple flashlight, really easy to use. After last week's video on the Sofern IF25A, I really needed something that took it back to a very simple flashlight, almost like a palette cleanser, because of the crazy ways in which you can, well, all the different functions that you can do with that. So I went back to something that was a little bit more simple, just as a palette cleanser, as I say. Next to that, I have a clipper lighter. This is one of the stainless steel ones, so this is really tough. But it works exactly as most clipper lighters do. At the bottom, you know, you can change the intensity of the gas that comes out. And this is a side firing clipper lighter, so it comes out. So if you know, those times when you try and set fire to something that's quite low, you end up burning your finger. Well, this one, it's designed for pipes actually, but it's really useful for fires that you need to light at a low angle. In the back of this, now there is actually a larger pocket in the back, so if you wanted to rock a very minimalist carry, you can put some cards and cash into here as well, which again is great. The cover for the slip helps to stop any of that falling out. But I also keep a pry tool in here. This, I can't remember if this has a name as such, but this is from EDC Apparatus. It's actually one of the first pry tools that I ever bought. I got this from Etsy. They are made, and again, apologise if I get this wrong, but I think they're made in Spain. It's a great little tool. You know, you've got your pry at the end, there's a bottle opener, and then there's some hex tools which are useful. I find this is really useful when I'm out filming, because there's certain bits on my tripod that are really useful for some of the parts that are in here. Plus, because it's titanium, it's very light. If this was made from steel, then it would be quite a bit heavier. So that's that little pocket organizer. Really got into pocket organizers last year, just out of a giveaway that I managed to win, and I like the fact that it puts it all in your pocket and it's all together. So that's the first bit. The extra bit, generally, I mean, I'll usually put these in a bag, but there's my car keys. This is with the Atenu car key carry. I really like the fact that this has got the magnetic clasp so that you can take these off. The reason that I've gone back to this, I recently reviewed the extra key organizer, the key holder. When I've finished some content or finished testing something, what I like to do is a little game that I play called Yeah, But Do You Miss It? So I go back to another solution or another carry to see if I do miss not having whatever that previous thing was that I tested. I do miss it. The difficulty is that the Atenu key organizer is just so good. It's very difficult to miss other things. So there's my keys. The last few things, lens cap. The last few things, dropped one that I have in here. It's always good to carry a pen with you. This is the Fisher Space Pen. These are great. They're very pocket friendly. You can take the cap off, turn it around, and it turns it into a full-sized pen. These are really useful, and they're also good value for money. The last two things that I carry in here as well are some dice. I've always carried dice in my pocket for silly decisions. Plus, if you stack the dice on top of each other and spin them around, they make great fidgeters. Such a simple little thing, it clicks a lot. You do it in your pocket, people turn around and look at you and you're like, oh sorry, I'm just fiddling with my dice. So that's the front right hand pocket. In my left hand pocket at the front, I have my Samsung S20. This is my mobile phone. I like Android over iOS just purely because I like to be able to mix it up a little bit more. I like the fact that I can also choose between manufacturers if I want to bounce between them but still have an operating system that I like. It's a very very snappy phone. There's a lot of great features on it, and I keep it in a Spigen case. I've been using Spigen cases possibly now for the last 7 or 8 years. They are, again, great value for money and really nice rugged cases, whether you go for the smaller, slimmer ones or the larger, super rugged ones. All of the phones, as soon as I get them, I get a Spigen straight away, just because they're so good. Move to the back, I have another wallet that I'm currently testing out. This was sent to me by 1095 Supply. So the Kingdom of the Moorlands, the closest shire to the north of the Kingdom of the Moorlands, from a fellow Briton. This is the Fox Foxlow. Oh, what is it? It's Foxlow, yes, because it's Foxlow Edge. The local national park, the first UK national park, the Peak District, is right next to the Kingdom of the Moorlands. So a lot of their leather products are named after areas and places in the Peak Districts, like Foxlow Edge and Mamtor, and you know, lots of different places like that. The smell of the leather from this is really nice, and the reason I've not made any content on this yet is because it's starting to weather and patina, and it is so nice. It's starting to contour. It's still got that beautiful leather smell, so you'll see more of this soon, but I want you to see a before and after so you can see just how beautiful this looks, and you get that really nice character that you get from the type of leather that it's made from. So that's the back pocket. Generally there's nothing else in any of those pockets unless, oh, I mean, that's it. Generally that's what I keep in these pockets. As I say, some of those things, they do change and they do mix around a bit. Now, you know this already, but I'm a big off-body carry kind of guy. I got into EDC mainly from backpacks because I just, backpacks have always been my bag. You know, that's what I've always loved. So it would make perfect sense to bring along something again. You know, this is something that I'm testing out. This is the Ghost Sling from Alpaca. This is one of their limited edition green ones made from the, I think it's X-Pack. I'll double check that, but I'll put that down here if the fabric is different. The quality of the materials on this are really next level. It reminds me a lot of the Able Carry Max. They just, there's nothing that they scrimp and save on to bring this product and to make sure that this is as high quality as it possibly can be. And I've said this a lot today, but it is still amazing value for money from what you get, like flies today, sorry about that, from what you get in this small sling with the materials and the build quality and so on. It really is great. It's brilliant for keeping my camera equipment in. I decided to bring my camera, you can't see it now because my camera equipment's there, but this is my off-body carry today. Again, another thing that I'm testing out. So there you go. There's June. What year is it? That's June 2021. I hope you liked seeing. That's a snapshot of this week's carry. As I mentioned, or did I mention it? I forget now. So I'm celebrating something this week. This week we hit 4,000 subscribers here on Moorlander EDC. I just want to say thank you to everybody that's watched, everybody that's helped support me over the last 2.5 years, all of those 4,000 now plus subscribers that have joined the Moorlander EDC community, all of my fellow Moorlanders, and also I guess to the future Moorlanders that will be joining the community as well. There will be a giveaway. There's a giveaway going on at the moment actually, but you know, I'll say the winners of that later today. But there will be a giveaway, but I always said that I thought 5,000 was a really nice number. According to my YouTube analytics, I'm getting around 230 new subscribers every single month, so hopefully within the next 4, maybe 5 months we'll be able to hit those 5,000 subs. So I'm talking to quite a few, you know, I've got a few fingers in a few pies. So when we hit 5,000, I'm going to do, hopefully, I'm going to do a pretty epic giveaway. Again, just to thank everybody. But this is why I decided today to do something completely different, but in response to something from one of, you know, my fellow subscriber, one of the subscribers here, just to give back a little bit more to the community for 4,000 subs, and then when we hit 5k, that's when the huge giveaway is going to be. So massive thank you to everyone for the last 3.5 years. As I say, you know, it's been great. You lot have got me through some great and some kind of hard times, and that's why community is a good thing. So yes, if there is something in today that I've made some content on, I'll leave some links in the description below. Some of those might be affiliate links, but most of those will probably be to links to the content if you want to see some more on those. And the rest of the stuff, you know, you'll be able to see soon. And yeah, feel a bit weird now at the end. I guess, as always, it's best to say stay safe, stay Moorlander, and stay EDC.